In September 2022, one of our Miracle League players finished his early earthly race. Ian Eckert, 14 years old, played for our Miracle League for 8 years. He enjoyed coming to the games and seeing his teammates each and every Sunday. His smile was contagious. He is greatly missed and will always be remembered by his teammates, coaches, and volunteers. Ian would have been 15 years old today. Even though he isn't with us in person today, his spirit will always be with us, and we know that number 23 is playing ball in heaven. Would you join us in a moment of silence in honor of and in memory of Ian Eckert? Thank you. Please remain standing. If you could remove your caps for the playing of the Star Spangled Banner, the flag is directly behind home plate towards the other concession stand.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaked, and the rockets regular that rose bursting gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And Tony, you might have heard before the start of the national anthem a moment of silence for Ian Eckert in September of 2022. Former Miracle League player Ian Eckert unexpectedly passed away, and it was a great sadness the league experienced. Player since 2014. He passed away due to complications of an airway deformity. Ian was the son of Paul and Christine Eckert, and the Eckert family wanted to continue participating in this organization, not only because it was one of Ian's favorite things to do, but also to carry on Ian's legacy and in his spirit of always being happy at the ball field no matter what else was going on with his daily struggles. Paul returned as a coach of the blue team. Christine is still the chairperson of the league, while Ian's older sister Emma continues to help with the concession stand and other family members volunteering as well. Ian would have been 15 today, Tony. So the Eckert family, they have a couple of surprises for the players today in honor of Ian about how happy the league made him on a regular basis.
Well, and you just have to send out your condolences to him. It's tough anytime you lose a child like that, and obviously they're still involved with this and making it fun for the rest of these kids who are still around and still enjoying this. So hats off to them for staying involved with it. And actually, they're the ones that kind of contacted you to get us out here. So that's a nice thing, too. So looking forward to this, Brian. Really am. I think that especially for these kids, I mean, they're going to be so happy once they see themselves on YouTube and everything else. I just think it's fantastic and a good thing that WMBS is doing.
Well, the red team will bat first here in the top of the first inning. Again, each game will be 2 innings. We'll have an older age group to follow this contest. And in the field is the blue team. And each fielder also has a buddy next to them as well, and some familiar buddies out there as well. You see Rodney Gallagher out there as one of the buddies on the blue side. Frank Kula out there in the outfield as well, and a lot of other volunteers. Remember, we mentioned Emma Eckert. She's out there in right field as well, helping some of the blue players. And now A.J. Gerhardt to lead off the game here for the red team. And the pitcher here, Tony, is Mike Quinn from Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services. And there's a hit on the far side there from Gerhardt going to third. And it's pulled in there by Elliot Guzman, who's playing third base. And it looks like Gerhardt will reach first safely here, Tony.
I got a feeling they're going to hit Mike Quinn around all day today.
Yes. Why don't you read through the red lineup?
All right, for the red, we've got Alexander Gerhardt, who batted first. Next will be Alexis Cooper, then Brandon Christopher, Grace Georgiana, James Osborne, and Julia Natali, Justin Guerriere, and Caden Orwick, Owen Harris, and Will Develance. And if I mispronounced anything, I extremely apologize, that's for sure.
Well, you have Alexis Cooper now at the plate, and Cooper with a hit on the far side as everyone's teeing off of Mike Quinn here today. And Alexis will make her way down the first baseline as A.J. Gerhardt goes in the second. And a good start here for the red team. And now we'll have Brandon Christopher up next on the plate here for the red side.
Throw made over to first, but good speed there by Alexis. She beat it out without a problem.
Now Mike Quinn looking to get the ball back, and we have one of the blue players over there getting the ball in his direction.
That's
number 24,
Oakley Lehman.
Yes. Oakley playing first. And now Brandon Christopher at the plate. And Brandon with a nice hit there on the far side. Another chopper. That one's going to stay fair. And there goes Brandon making his way down to first.
Brandon's taking a little shortcut.
Yeah.
He said, I'll take that ball.
Yeah. He's going to pick up the ball as well.
His buddy's going to pinch run for him, I guess.
Now bring up Grace Georgiana out of the plates.
Grace ready to go. Looking nice in her red outfit here.
Brian Morozak alongside Tony Hanola. I have to thank Sarah Camp for manning the camera on our Facebook Live video feed, and everybody from the Miracle League of Pennsylvania's Laurel Highlands for having us out here today. As Grace Georgiana sending one foul there on the far side.
Good cut there by Grace. They're trying to get Grace to take a look at Mike Quinn before she lines it back at him.
Yes. They were telling us earlier, Tony, to look out for the second game. If some of the older kids get in here, look out. They might send some shots out in our direction.
We're used to that.
Yes, we are. And Grace with a nice hit there. It's going to go back to Mike Quinn, and Mike with a little roller here over to first and Oakley Lehman. And you'll have Grace Georgiana make her way down to first base safely.
Grace with a nice hit. Everybody pulling the ball. That's kind of what we wanted. We were worried about our safety here.
Yes.
Told Mike to pitch everybody inside. Don't let them take it the other way.
I have to thank all the sponsors, too, that really make this possible. You see on the backs of some of the jerseys, Chestnut Ridge Counseling, First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, the WVU Medicine, Uniontown Hospital sponsoring some of the jerseys as well. And it's just great to see local support here of the Miracle League of the Laurel Highlands.
Oh, it's a fantastic program, Brian. I mean, I can remember when I was involved with the Hark Little League years ago, and they used to play on Sundays, and I'm sure a lot of those kids, I mean, they'll be quite older now. That was about 20 years ago, but it was always a joy watching them and just the smiles on their face when they got to play.
By the way, our live broadcast here today, courtesy of Family Ties Home and Community Supports owner Nikki Trump, Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services CEO Mike Quinn, who's doing all of the pitching today, and Edgar Snyder and Associates. Again, thank all of those groups for sponsoring our Miracle League of PA's Laurel Highlands Champions game here today at the Clark Field in Oliver.
You've got James Osborne at the plate.
Wearing number 9 with the bases loaded. And James with a cut there, just foul tipped. Yeah, another cracking out Mike Quinn. I understand a lot of the players like giving Mike a hard time about his pitching, Tony.
Well, they should. His ERA is about 100. He said he'd been pitching for him for over 20 years now, so he knows how to hit some bats.
Also, the red team coached today by Rita Rosensteel. Also have Sherry Zafficini there, Tony.
I would say so, yes.
One of the assistants. Paul Eckert coaching the blue team, and Jeremy Kiefer, one of the assistants. And now a hit here from James Osborne. We'll try to roll it back to second. It looks like everybody's going to be safe.
Good job by James. Showed a little speed getting down the line there.
Had a play made in the field there by Kingston Oden. assisted by Rodney Gallagher over there too.
I think Rod, he stole Frank Kula's spot at second base.
Yes.
Frank doesn't know how to act out there.
Yeah, Frank's backing him up here in shallow right in case one gets through. Said Rodney was a pretty good baseball player as well, I understand, Tony, during his younger days.
Well,
Julia Natali are coming to the plate right now.
Now up for the red team, number 10, Julia.
Julia's ready to go.
Getting her
Got
buddy
base.
to bring her over.
Got bases loaded here. Mike's going to have to work out of a jam.
Yes. And Mike told us before the game he's actually been pitching out here, Tony, for several years.
He's got, must be on steroids or something with the arm
Yes.
to pitch for 20 years like that. I don't know.
Keeping it alive.
Still throwing bullets, too.
So now Julia Natali at the plate wearing number 10. I'm going to go over to the tee here for Julia.
Julia's going to take a swing here.
And the Miracle League locally, Tony, actually started back in the 1990s. Mark and Chris Lowry started the Challenger Division Little League Baseball in Connellsville in order for their son Eli to be able to participate in baseball in his own unique way, as there are no other teams that are able to participate in the area. And then locally, it expanded in 2010 as they changed to the Champions Adopted League Baseball. Became the Miracle League of Pennsylvania's Laurel Highlands. And there's a hit there from Julia. Now she'll run out.
Trying to guide her to first.
Yes. Good job there from Julia.
Nice swing.
Red team, number 11, Justin.
That'll be Justin Guerriere coming to the plate next. You'll have 3 more batters in this top of the first inning behind Justin Guerriere.
Yeah, and actually a pretty big roster here for the red team. But had a few no-shows, which unfortunately for them, they won't get to see their debut on YouTube.
Yes, we'll try to make this an annual event, Tony. I think it'd be nice if we can, try to come out here on a regular basis. These games certainly fun to do. I have Justin Guerriere at the plate.
Yeah, I think these kids they'll get to check it out, and I think they'll enjoy it.
Mike Quinn ready for the next pitch here to Justin. Just got a piece of it.
Just a little ahead of that pitch. Fouled it off the edge of the bat.
Almost got a piece of that one. For a while, these games were actually played in Washington and then have been able to move locally. They're a 501c3 nonprofit organization. National headquarters in Atlanta, Georgia. And there's actually 350, Tony, Miracle Leagues in the United States.
Wow.
And there's a nice hit down the first base line there from Justin Guerriere, and he'll make his way down to first. So a good job there from Justin Guerriere. You'll have a run scored on the play there from Grace Georgiana.
Grace able to speed down the base paths and tack one on.
And now Caden Orowitz coming to the plate. Caden wearing number 8.
Caden picking out his bat, ready to go.
You mentioned there were different fields, Tony, that the games have been played on. They were played for a number of years down at Hark, then Bailey Park hosted the games. And since 2017, as there's a nice hit from Caden Orowitz, and Caden will make his way down to first safely. So good job there from Caden.
Caden he outran his buddy, John Diamond.
Yeah.
John says, I can't beat you in that race.
Yeah.
Nice shot there by Caden.
That'll bring up Owen Harris, the penultimate batter here in the top of the first.
Owen coming to bat, getting the big stick, ready to go. Gonna line him in.
Yes.
Mike's gonna serve one up here, I got a feeling.
Just missed that one. A good cut there from Owen. He got a piece of that one and grounded here to second. And Owen's going to motor his way down to first.
It's going to be a play at first.
Might be one of the quickest guys on the base paths today, Tony.
Number 6, Will.
And Will DeValence will wrap up the top of the first inning.
Everyone's running home.
Everyone's running home on this one.
Again, the games have been played here since 2017 at the R.W. Clark field in North Union Township. And their dream one day, Tony, is to build a unique miracle field, customized and specialized with the field bases, dugouts, and fence that would accommodate the players in many ways, even if the weather isn't perfect. There's a hit there from Will, and that'll be a home run here to end the top of the first.
Will's going to motor around. Here he goes. He's got the first. Ball sneaks past the first baseman, Oakley Lehman. Will's busting it up around the base pass.
A good home run here to end the top of the first inning for the red team. Again, we'll have 2 innings played in this game. Then we'll have 2 innings played in the older division game, which will follow around 2 o'clock this afternoon. And everybody able to score here on the home run from Will DeValance. And Will now making his way home.
Had to go back. He missed third base. His buddy let him know. He said, you got to go back and touch third base. Nice shot by Will. Will acknowledging the crowd.
Yes. Great job there from the red team in the top of the first inning. So the blue team now will bat in the bottom of the first inning. Tony, you can set their lineup.
All right, for the blue team, it'll be Alexander Shepley, followed by C.J. Tracy. Then it'll be Elliot Guzman. Hayden Kiefer will be batting fourth. Kingston Odom batting fifth, Logan Kiefer, Oakley Lehman, Patrick Thornton, and Zoe Brady rounding out the batting lineup for the blue team here this afternoon.
So Alexander Shepley will get things started here for the blue team. And Brian Morozak alongside Tony Hanola, Sarah Camp behind the camera on our Facebook Live video feed. I have to say, Tony, the crew here at North Union Township did a nice job getting this field ready after some pretty heavy rains yesterday.
Now, and I was worried about that yesterday. I'm thinking they're going to have to do some work here this morning, but this place looks immaculate. Did a nice job. So now Mike Quinn getting ready to face the blue team.
Again, Alexander Shepley will lead things off. And Alexander's going to step in here on the blue side.
Alexander looks like he's ready to rock and roll.
Come on, Leanne. You want to come out with us for a little bit? Now joining us, Leanne Bergman. You might remember Leanne from the Pick Connection program in the morning. And I know, Leanne, this is pretty special to you. Ian Eckert was your nephew, and I know you've made a regular part in volunteering with the Miracle League over the years.
Yes, absolutely. Ian loved to play ball when he was well enough to play ball. And this is very special to us this day. He would have been 15. And again, great day, beautiful day. We wanted just to him to be in spirit with us today, and we know that he is. This is very important to us, even though he isn't with us. We love these kids. We love this organization. It means so much to them. They find so much joy in being out here doing their own thing, playing ball.
And a nice hit there from Alexander Shepley to get things started here in the bottom of the first inning for the blue team. And it's nice to see so many smiles on the faces of all these kids here this afternoon.
It is, and we have so many buddies and volunteers today. We are so excited and so thankful and blessed that we have this many people who are willing to come out and participate in this Miracle League game today, just to, again, bring joy to these kids as they're out on the field doing their own thing.
Now C.J. Tracy coming to the plate. I had to chuckle, Leanne, when I was driving here today. I'm on Route 51 before making the turn. I actually saw one of the older players carrying a backpack with a bat on,
Gary.
Walking over to the field. Was it Gary?
Yeah,
okay.
it was Gary. Gary, he walks here.
Nice.
He does live over, he lives quite a few miles away. And, we do make sure if he needs a ride home, we give him a ride home. The weather isn't always good, but despite the weather, he is here and he comes out rain or shine.
Awesome. Looking forward to seeing him in the second game. Anything else you'd like to add, Leanne?
I just thank you guys for being here today. This is very special, again, to us, to the organization, to Ian's family. And we're just so blessed to have everyone who is participating today.
Again, Leanne, thanks for having us as well. Tony and I were mentioning earlier, hopefully we can make this at least an annual event and try to come out and do at least one of these games
Absolutely.
every year.
Yes, we look forward to it.
That's Leanne Bergman. Again, Leanne, thank you for taking the time to join us.
Thank you.
Thanks. Now at the plate, CJ Tracy, correct, Tony?
Yes.
Here for the
Oh,
blue
there's a
team, and
shot.
a nice ground ball there to third, and CJ is going to get down to first safely. In a second goes Alexander Shepley.
Nice throw back in there by Owen Harris. Playing third over there. It was a shot.
Yes.
CJ was on that one.
And Elliot Guzman now will come to the plate. And interesting, Tony, they'll go through the lineup from top to bottom in the first inning, then go bottom to top in the second inning.
Right. Now everybody gets a shot, and it's good. It's just fun. You can see the fans are enjoying this as well. The kids just loving every minute of it.
And if you want to come out, again, the Miracle League games every Sunday throughout May and into June as well at 1 o'clock. So if you get an opportunity, if you're watching our game here today and want to try to come out next week or later on in the summer and check out one of these contests, again, they're here every Sunday, weather permitting, from 1 to 3 o'clock. You can also, there's a nice hit there from Elliot Guzman, grounded to short. And Elliot will reach first base safely.
Elliot flexing the guns there on that shot. He's pretty happy with that hit, and he should be.
But if you're interested in fundraising or want to find out more information about the Miracle League, you can actually email them at weallplayball@hotmail.com. That's weallplayball@hotmail.com. Or you can go online to miracleleaguepalh.org. That's miracleleaguepalh.org.
Yeah,
certainly easy to find.
Yeah, and it's a fantastic organization.
Now Hayden Kiefer at the plate on the blue side with the bases loaded as we work here in the bottom of the first inning.
Hayden swinging for the fences.
Yes, for some big shots here early on. Just missed that one.
Now, I got a feeling he's going to get this one. He's kind of on Mike Quinn right now. Oh, they're going to team up.
Yep.
I bet you he's going to smack this one a long way.
Yeah, right down the
coming
first
right
base
to us.
line. Look out. Hard ground ball. Got a little kick there from Arnie's Army over there on the far side, so everybody's safe. And now Kingston Oden will come to the plate. Kingston's buddies, Rodney Gallagher.
I think he was pretty happy about it. He had his West Virginia.
Did he?
West Virginia gear on earlier, so I think he wanted to be paired up with Rod. Like I said, great for these kids too, really. Rod and Frankie Kula coming out and enjoying this, volunteering their time to come out and help out with this. And it's rewarding for people who are involved.
There's Kingston Oden just missing there. You can see Paul Eckert behind home plate with Rodney. Of course, Paul was an assistant coach at Laurel Highlands on the football team. Certainly worked with Rod for a number of years as well. A couple of good cuts there from Kingston. Just missing on that one.
They're going to tee him up.
Yes.
Kingston's ready to go. Taking some good cuts.
There we go. Good hit there from Kingston. Him and Rodney actually have similar haircuts there.
Same barber.
Yeah, same barber, yes. He'll make his way down to first.
He got a shot. Rod's saying, wait a minute, he got to come to first base.
He was running it out down the first base
Yes,
line.
he was. Good shot.
And I'll bring up Logan Kiefer.
Logan ready as well.
He sets a step in.
Smiling away. He's a lefty.
Yes. That's what we got to watch out tonight.
I'm going to tell you. We almost got clipped the last baseball game we did together.
I was worried about you there for a while because that laptop saved your life. I was going to give you the remains of it. It's a nice little hit there from Logan Kiefer here on the near side. So everybody advances. Kingston Oden down to second. And safe at first is Logan Kiefer.
Logan able to beat it out. Showing pretty good speed down the line.
You could put that old laptop next to like your PAB award. It's like old memorabilia.
Yeah.
You can caption this saved my life.
Yeah. We went from Harrisburg one day to almost Tab Crawford's the next.
Now, Oakley Lehman, the second to last hitter here for the blue team in the bottom of the first inning. Again, our broadcast being brought to you today is a hit there from Oakley, and he'll make his way down to first.
Oakley did a nice job at first base that last inning, playing defensively. Did a nice job. And a run's going to score there. I think that was C.J. Tracy, wasn't it?
Yes, coming around. So Zoe Brady will be the final batter here in the bottom of the first inning.
I take it back. That was Hayden Kiefer who scored. Showing some nice speed on that hit. Taking off as soon as the ball was put in play.
Again, our broadcast being brought to you today by Family Ties Home and Community Services owner Nikki Trump. We are going to have Patrick Thornton coming to the plate.
Must have got here a little late.
Yes.
He was an add-on in the lineup.
Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services CEO Mike Quinn and Edgar Snyder and Associates, all supporting this live and archived broadcast of the Miracle League of PA's Laurel Highlands Champions game here at the Clark Field in North Union Township, Oliver, Pennsylvania. A couple good cuts there from Patrick, excuse me.
Patrick just missed, just a little bit ahead.
There we go. What a rip. Go right back up the middle into second base, now into center field. Get tracked down there by Caden Orwick. He'll make the relay coming in. Scoring on the play there, Kingston Oden. Now I think we'll have our final batter here for the blue team.
Going to do some yard work there. Patrick Thornton fixing up first base. Actually, pretty nice job there, too. You can tell he ripped Mike Quinn pretty good because Mike came over and gave him a fist pump once he made first base.
So Zoe Brady to wrap things up here on the blue side in the bottom of the first inning.
Everybody ready to go.
Yep.
Nice.
Just missed. Good cut, though, from Zoe. Next pitch to Zoe. Just clipping that one.
She'll be ready for this one.
Yes. Got some defenders charging in here, maybe expecting a bunt there,
Yeah,
Tony.
it looks like they're playing her to lay one down.
A little suicide squeeze action. Couple good cuts there from Zoe.
There, get the tear up, and she's going to end this inning with a shot.
And there you go, Zoe, with a home run to end the inning, and everybody will get to run around. And a good end to the bottom of the first inning for the blue side.
She's going to keep on going. Frank Kula, excuse me, helping her run the bases.
Yes.
Zoe's going to
got to touch
them all, baby. Headed to third.
So we'll have a reverse order, Tony, in the top of the second inning for the red side as Will DeValence will lead things off.
It'll be Will DeValence followed by Owen Harris, Caden Urwick, Justin Guerriere, Julia Natali, James Osborne, Grace Georgiana, Brandon Christopher, Alexis Cooper, and A.J. Gearhart will be the final batter in the top of the second inning here for the red team.
Really nice turnout down here, Tony. They have the concession stand open, selling some lemonades off on the far side, and the mascot, Homer's actually here as well.
Gonna have to get a shot of Homer. Where's he at?
Also, every Sunday we will remind you.
There's Homer coming into play.
It is on June 24, 5 p.m. in the Fiddler's Building at Fayette County Fairgrounds.
And there's Homer. Everybody checking out Homer. The mascot's here today, ready to go. And all the kids going up. You can get a little hug. Homer looking good. Mike Quinn ready to go. But everybody going to go out and see the mascot first, so.
Maybe Sarah can get a nice little shot of Homer over there. She is.
All right. Up first for the red team, number 6, Will.
Everybody loves Homer.
Everybody loves Homer is right.
And Will DeValance to lead things off here for the red side in the top of the second.
And Will had a shot that last time, actually got a home run out of the deal.
Yes.
Inside the Parker.
They get to lead off the top of the second here for the red team.
And Will, that's a shot.
Yep, ground ball. They're going to have to charge in here from short. And Will's going to be safe here at first.
Nice play made there by Elliot Gooseman at short. He's going to get the ball back in to Mike Quinn. And Will DeValance leading off this inning with a hit for the for the red team.
Now Owen Harris coming to the plate.
Will's going to take off, steal second base. They're going to bring him back. Yeah.
Christine Eckert, the chairperson of the Miracle League of Laurel Highlands. Rob Prigg is the vice chairperson. Jeremy Kiefer, the secretary. Ashley Perez, the treasurer of the organization. A nice hit there from Owen Harris on the left side. Now he'll make his way down to first.
Owen, a couple nice hits here today. Got a nice swing of the bat.
And Tony, did you know there's actually an all-star game every year for the Miracle League?
That's fantastic.
Started taking place in 2018 in Findlay, Ohio.
Interesting.
And they'll have a representative each year from the Laurel Highlands chapter. Gets to go to the all-star game.
That's nice.
They've also had all-star games at Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Idaho, Houston, Texas, and down in Tennessee. Another nice hit there from Caden Orwick. He'll make his way down to first.
Caden again, outrunning John Diamond without a problem.
Yes.
Caden getting a high five from one of the coaches.
Next up for the red team, number 11, Justin.
Justin Guerriere now coming to bat. Justin wearing number 11. As he steps in. Eyes up pitcher Mike Quinn.
Yes. You can tell he's ready for a shot.
He had a nice shot the last time.
I mentioned Homer the mascot. He's also known as the Chief Inspiration Officer. He's been the official mascot since 2019.
CIO.
Yes.
Right?
Instead of CEO.
That's it.
CIO.
CIO. Chief Inspiration Officer.
And a nice hit there from Justin Guerriere. And that will score Will DeValance on the play.
Justin giving high fives to Logan Kiefer at first base.
Homer's over there with Emma Eckerts.
Homer's getting escorted
sister,
around,
yes.
yeah.
Not a bad gig.
No.
Over there get escorted around the whole field.
No. Waving at all the volunteers.
And have Julia Natali coming to the plate.
Julia coming to the plate after a nice swat the first time up. And a perfect day here, Brian. You can't ask for anything better.
I agree. Game time temperature at around 70 degrees. Bright sunny skies, much better than the weather we had here yesterday.
You had the Pike Festival.
Yes, we were inside for Pike Days yesterday. Actually, busy afternoon for WMBS again today. Nick and Arnie out in Waynesburg for the We Care Car Show today. They're enjoying nice weather. There's Julia Natali at the plate now for the Red Sox. Work here in the top of the second inning. Again, we'll have 2 games today, each game 2 innings long. And Julia with a nice hit. Mike Quinn's not going to be able to make the play here, and Julia's going to be safe down at first and coming home to score their Owen Harris.
Julia, she's happy.
Yes. You would be too, Tony, getting a hit off of Mike Quinn.
I would too, it's right. I could never hit anyway. These kids are better hitters than I am.
Yeah, you're a good pitcher in your day, but hitting might have been your weak point.
That's exactly right.
Miracle League, Tony, also having a golf outing coming up. It'll be in September this year at Duck Hollow Golf Club.
I got a feeling we might be there, Brian.
Yes, it's September 24th, sponsored by Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services in memory of Ian Eckert, first annual Miracle League of PA's Laurel Highlands Champions Golf Outing. Enjoy a round of golf and a golf cart, hot dog at the turn, complimentary adult beverages, Tony. That might get you there.
That usually does,
Steak dinner
actually, yeah.
Contest award ceremony.
The 24th is actually a Sunday, Brian.
Yeah, I'm sure you can probably go down and get a nip, right?
Yes, a nip or two.
Now at the plate on the red side here, James Osborne.
In ode to our friend Billy Dice
Yes.
and Steve Strange, yes.
James, a nice ground ball here to first. It goes right to Logan Kiefer. But James is going to beat that one out, and he has a hit here for the red side.
Yeah, just hit it in the right spot there. Logan Kiefer went after it, but just good speed there by James. Now it's going to be Grace Osborne. Grace coming to bat. And she had a shot the first time up as well.
So Grace making her way to home plate. All the kids certainly having fun, Tony, whether it's in the field or at the plate here in this top of the second inning.
Grace ready to go. Mike Quinn with the pitch.
Just missed that one.
Grace getting set. There's
Nice
a
hit
shot.
there. She'll ground that one right back up the middle. Mike Quinn couldn't make the play. And a good effort there from Hayden Kiefer. I think anyone was covering first.
Hayden's everywhere.
Yep.
Brandon.
So you'll have safe at first, Grace Georgiana. That'll bring up Brandon Christopher. Be followed by Alexis Cooper and A.J. Gearhart.
Brandon looking to drive in a couple runs
Yes.
here. Table is set for him. Put it this way, a shot. We saw James Osborne with great speed. He's at second base right now. I'm sure he'll be able to score without a problem.
And there's another hit on the left side. He grounded to short. Making his way down to first there is Christopher. And he'll be safe at first. The throw will go back past Mike Quinn.
Number 2, Alexis.
And Alexis Cooper now will come to the plate.
And Brandon with a shot. Gets to first base easily.
Yes.
He's going to check out Homer, the mascot here.
You've got your pitch count out on Mike Quinn today.
I do, yeah. he's yeah.
I don't know what the limit is here in the Miracle League for pitches from Mike Quinn. They have to bring in somebody else out of the bullpen. The way they're teeing off on him, they might want to get somebody loose. And a nice hit there from Alexis down the first base line.
Alexis.
She's going to make her way down with Logan Kiefer fielding it there on the blue side.
Logan going to throw it back to Mike Quinn, try to cut that run off.
Yes.
We figured James Osborne would take off, and he scores easily. And Mike giving Alexis Cooper a little knuckle sandwich there on the way down.
A.J. Gearhart here will be the final batter in the top of the second here for the red team in this first of 2 games. Again, each game 2 innings here in the Miracle League. The game's usually about an hour long.
Yeah, he's got a good crowd, though,
Yep.
Brian. That's it. A lot of people out watching these kids and enjoying it. As we said, perfect weather for it, and I think everybody having a good time.
Yes, they are. Has to be nice for all these kids, too, to make some memories with their buddies out here participating in the game.
Oh, for sure. As we said, I think the buddies get as much of a reward out of it
Yes.
that the players do.
A.J. Gerhardt with a home run here to end the inning. Everybody gets to run all the way around the bases to clear things off here for the red side in the top of the second inning. And now the blue team will bat for a final time here in this younger age group game. And then we'll have the older kids to follow around 2 o'clock this afternoon.
And then blue team, we'll go through their lineup real quick. You got Zoe Brady leading off. Then it'll be Patrick Thornton, Oakley Lehman, Logan Kiefer, Kingston Oden, Hayden Kiefer, Elliot Gooseman, C.J. Tracy, and the final batter will be Alexander Shepley. So here comes the blue team as they get off the field, and the red coming out to play defense.
Get our broadcast today brought to you by Family Ties Home and Community Supports owner Nikki Trump, Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services, CEO Mike Quinn, and Edgar Snyder and Associates. And Tony, they actually have 70 players registered this year here in the Laurel Highlands chapter, one of the highest registration seasons ever. 4 total teams we mentioned called Blue and Red in 2 different age groups, 2 different games each Sunday, in May and June. About 17 players on each team, 23 first-time players this year. And one of the longest playing individuals is Amanda Hauser. She's been playing for 23 years.
Wow.
We'll see her in the next game.
That's impressive.
You want to run back through this lineup here on the blue side, Tony?
I will, yes. Leading off will be Zoe Brady, followed by Patrick Thornton. Then Oakley Lehman will be batting third. Logan Kiefer. Kingston Oden batting 5th. Hayden Kiefer batting 6th. Elliot Gooseman 7th. C.J. Tracy in the 8th spot. And rounding out the lineup will be Alexander Shepley, will be the final batter for the blue team today here in the bottom of the second inning.
We mentioned all the buddies out there. There are actually 60 volunteer registrations. They call them buddies on the playing field. Of course, the buddies there to protect the players, ensuring that the players are having a fun time enjoying their favorite pastime, and the players can play and accommodate in whatever way they'd like to. So it's fun for not only the kids, but for the buddies as well, Tony.
I would agree. And you can see they're having just as much fun as the kids are.
I agree. Bring your glove out. Enjoy the game. Never know, Tony, might get a couple balls over in our direction here for the second game.
Well,
Maybe you should have brought your glove today.
We got a bodyguard.
Yeah, Frank Cool.
Frank's going to be helping us out here. Wow, there's
First
a
pitch
shot.
swing in there.
Zoe. Wow.
And her buddy is Frank Cool. They'll make their way down to first, and Zoe's safe after a good hit there. Probably got some lessons there from Frank. Zoe's going to try to go to second, but Frank's going to tell her probably better out stopping it first.
Just a wide turn.
Yeah, wide
That's all
turn.
it was, a wide turn. Frank's going to bring her back, but yeah, maybe gave her a little hitting tip there in between innings.
Hey, well, Patrick Thornton coming to the plate now.
Patrick, number 15. Patrick ready to pick a bat. It looks like a little maintenance being done in the back. All right, here comes Patrick Thornton. Whoa.
Big cut there,
Big
swinging
putt.
for the fences.
Yeah.
They've actually mentioned, Tony, we've had, I think somebody lost the collection of balls there on the far side, knocked the can over. But we've actually had some balls hit over the fence here in the older group game.
Tell you what, 150 feet straight away center field. That's a shot. 165 down the lines.
And they are softer balls. They're not regular.
Right.
We were worried about that for a while.
Yeah. Well, you were worried about that, Brian. Come on now. No, we know it's T-ball is actually a little softer so nobody gets hurt.
Another big cut there from Patrick Thornton. Oakley Lehman will be due up next.
Patrick, he's swinging for the fences.
He gave Mike a couple extra balls to put in his pocket there. Patrick, couple of big cuts.
I think Mike.
There
it is.
Right down the first base line. You have Zoe Brady making her way down to second. And 2 on with nobody out here for the blue team in the bottom of the second inning.
Nice shot there by Patrick Thornton with the blast. Now it's going to
Oakley Lehman coming to the plates.
And Oakley, as we said, did a great job playing first base in that first inning. Had a lot of action down there.
Been busy on this side, especially for a game that doesn't have too many left-handed batters.
I know. Yeah, just foul tip that one.
Almost got a piece of that one as well.
Just a little too quick.
There he goes.
There's a shot.
He's going to
Ball's
run
gonna be
down to first.
Down to short.
I'll load up the bases now for Logan Kiefer.
Patrick making it to second base easily.
Blue team number 1, Logan.
Logan Kiefer coming in. Logan wearing number 1 today.
Yes. Has to be neat for the kids to probably choose some of their jersey numbers and get the full uniforms.
That's great.
He's a lefty.
I think he's the only lefty
Yep.
we've seen here today.
Just missed on that cut.
Taking some big cuts.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully, Tony, in future years we can get some grant funding, maybe some help from the Pirates organization and get a real miracle field here. I mean, not that this complex isn't nice, but if we can get, some turf here and certainly some added amenities to accommodate some of these players, I think would certainly be helpful.
Oh, yeah.
A great addition for the community.
Well, it'd be nice that they can actually have a place to call home
I agree.
and know that they're going to be playing every year, and here it is, and just makes it a little bit easier.
Now Kingston Oden coming to the plate, and his buddy Rodney Gallagher.
And plus, as you mentioned, the having the dugouts made to make it a little more accessible
Correct.
for some of the kids. And
Still a nice complex, though, here at the Clark Field.
Most definitely. There's a cut. Good cut there by Kingston Oden.
Just clip that one.
Barely missed.
I think that pitch was a little low from Mike Quinn. What's
Yeah,
he
I was
doing?
going to say, Mike. I think they're going to give him another cut.
Mentioned you and Mike kind of go back over the years, Tony.
Yeah, Mike is a friend of my buddy Brian Ponzoric. I played golf with him a few times.
Kingston Oden will make his way down to first.
Rod pointing him in the right direction. Kingston, he's going to go say hi to everybody that's cheering him on. And Rod doing a nice job getting him down to first. He stopped and signed a couple autographs on the way,
Yes.
I guess. After that shot, he should have.
Now Hayden Kiefer coming to the plate next year for the blue team. Worked second time through, bottom of the second for the blue team, first of 2 games here at the Clark Field in Oliver. We'll have the older kids playing next.
Hayden with a good cut. Hayden did a nice job defensively that last inning for the blue team. He was at first base. There's
Another
shot.
nice,
I
yep.
just fouled it back. The way it looked, I thought it was coming our way.
Again, these games are played every Sunday in the months of May and June here in Oliver. So again, if you want to come on out and make your way out, a couple folks commenting on our Facebook page, they should have this game every week, and they do have the game every week in the months of May and June. I encourage you, if you get an opportunity, to come on out and check out some of these games later on this season.
Come on out and support them.
Yep. Good cut there from Hayden Kiefer. He'll make his way down to first.
Hayden's going to take off. Kingston's going to hustle his way down to second base. We're going to have a runner score. That's going to be Oakley Lehman crossing home plate. It's a good job after a nice shot by Oakley to score.
And 3 batters left for the blue team here in the bottom of the second. Elliot Guzman, C.J. Tracy, and Alexander Shepley will wrap up this younger age group game.
Good
swing
cut.
and a miss there from Guzman, as Tony said, a good cut. Guzman getting a piece of that one, going right back in Mike Quinn's direction. I think he just rolled foul.
He's getting close. Here it is.
Yep.
Thought he was going to get that one. As we said, Mike's done a nice job
There he
over
goes.
the years pitching for these guys, and
Goes right back in Mike's direction.
Mike's he's gonna shoot it out. It's actually gonna go to second base.
A bad throw there from
Yeah,
Mike.
I was gonna say.
CJ.
Everybody's safe.
Elliott,
And C.J. Tracy will come to the plate.
CJ, ready to go. CJ and his buddy we mentioned earlier, West Virginia, gear on, and they were pretty glad to meet Rod as he starts his trek down to West Virginia here shortly.
I think you actually mentioned Tony's enrolling down in the summer. Down there taking some summer classes and get started with the practices.
Right. Yeah, you hate to say it, but that'll be here before you know it.
Yes. Memorial Day weekend, next weekend already.
Scary.
Yes. C.J. Tracy at the plate.
There it is.
Good little
Good
nubber
shot.
there down the third base line. He'll make his way down to first.
Kingston, he's going to scamper home on that shot. CJ's going to go to first. And CJ's going to give his buddy a hard time, make him work a little bit there.
Kingston Odin scoring on the play. And Alexander Shepley will wrap things up here for this opening game.
And Alexander, his first time up, hit the ball hard. Now he's going to have a chance to finish this out and actually score a home run.
And we'll have a game with the older kids coming up next. Start around 2 o'clock this afternoon, about 10 minutes time. That one's hit high in the air, making his way down to first with a home run. There is Alexander Shepley.
Alexander rounding first. Going to take off to second.
And everybody will score here. A home run for Shepley. And that'll wrap things up here for the first of 2 games. But what a great job, Tony, all of these kids did here in this opening game here in the Laurel Highlands Champions Miracle League.
This was fun. This was a lot of fun, and just hope that, a lot of these kids get to enjoy it and watch it again, see how they did. I mean, they should be proud of themselves. Great effort by all of them.
They're going to line up and shake hands here in the first of 2 games.
Show a little sportsmanship here. So you're going to have the buddies line them up, and they're going to be ready to go.
Once again, thank you everybody for coming today. In honor and memory of my son Ian, we do have a special treat for the kiddos today. Also, we're asking if everybody can just perform one random act of kindness today. My son brought so much joy and just enthusiasm to everybody he came across, and we want to make sure we can share that joy on and on. But if you could today perform one act of kindness, we would really appreciate it. We have special treats for the kids as they exit the gate over here. Also, they'll have a little ticket to go over to Lexi Lemonade and get a lemonade or an Italian ice of their choice.
All the kids get a little special treat as well, Tony, after the game, which is nice.
That's great.
Everybody lining up to shake hands.
Well, they worked hard.
Yes, they did.
They're going to need a lemonade or an Italian ice after this is over with. These guys worked hard here today.
Yeah, congratulations to all of these kids. Tony and I will be back in about 5 or 10 minutes with the second of 2 games here this afternoon from Oliver, Pennsylvania, the Clark Field. It's the Miracle League's Champions game here on the WMBS Facebook page. Again, we'll have the second of two games coming up in just a couple of minutes here on WMBS. This is the Miracle League of PA's Laurel Highlands Champions Game broadcast here on the WMBS Facebook page. Prime Rozak and Tony Inola back here for our second of two games here at the Miracle League in Oliver, the Clark Field. Sarah Camp behind the camera on our Facebook Live video feed. Nice to have you along with us on a pleasant Sunday afternoon, Tony.
Beautiful Sunday afternoon, and glad to be out here with these players and buddies, and we're having a good time, Brian. I'm enjoying this.
I enjoy the younger group, and everyone says how much fun this older age bracket's going to be, Tony, because we're going to probably see some shots in our direction this afternoon.
Well, we got, like I said, we got our bodyguard Frank Kula here, so he's going to take care of us. We'll be good to go.
I could have everyone's attention. In September 2020,
And they're doing an announcement again, recognizing Ian Eckert. Again, as we mentioned earlier on during our broadcast, Ian had unfortunately passed away back in September of 2022. Today would have been Tony's 15th birthday.
Yeah, and we just send out our condolences and remember when it happened. And it's one of those things where it's tough on his parents, but as we said, they continue to be involved in this and really making it nice for the kids.
Again, his mother, Christine, the chairperson, Rob Brigg, the vice chairperson, Jeremy Kiefer, the secretary, and Ashley Perez, the treasurer. His dad, Paul, also a volunteer here as we pause for a moment of silence.
Thank you. If you would please remain standing and remove your
Now we're going to have the national anthem.
Spangled Banner. The flag is directly behind home plate towards the other concession stands.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, their balls bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag
And they're ready to play some baseball here with our second of two games, the red team and the blue team. And here in Oliver, Pennsylvania, Eberly Park, the Clark Field. All kinds of names for this facility, Tony. Today it's the Miracle Field.
Miracle Field today is right. We're enjoying every minute of this. And we've been warned. Mike Quinn told us earlier he's got some.
Look out.
There's some guys in this game that can hit some shots. Said somebody took him deep last time, knocked it over the center field fence. So we'll see what we have here today.
Get our live broadcast today, brought to you by Family Ties Home and Community Supports owner Nikki Trump, Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services, CEO Mike Quinn, and Edgar Snyder and Associates. It will be the red team to bat here, Tony, in the top of the first inning. Why don't you set their lineup?
All right, for the red team, leading off will be Alex Gonzalez. Batting second will be Aubrey Fulham, be followed by Bradley Gearing. Corey Perupski will bat cleanup. David Lehman Jr. batting fifth.
Got some fans over here, Tony.
Haley Summers batting sixth. Jamie Basinger batting seventh. Jeff Guthrie batting eighth. Johnny Tobai batting ninth. Madison Regish batting 10th. Max Stash on the 11th spot. Sabrina Cavallero batting 12th. Zach Williams in the 13th spot. And David Ruby batting last for the red team here in this first inning.
Hey, Mitchell Prigg wanted your autograph. He's like, that's Tony Hanul. He's a star.
Yeah, right.
So Alex Gonzalez will lead things off, and you're going to have Mike Quinn, Tony, throwing some pitches here.
Well, he said that sometimes it actually gets to the point where he's throwing pretty hard to these kids, so it should be fun.
Warming up his infield a little bit. Going back to number 46, that's Gary Painter.
Gary told us to give his dad a shout out. He's going to be watching on Facebook, so we'll give Gary Painter Sr. a shout out here today.
Gary playing second base for the blue team.
Gary wondered why you didn't pick him up when you saw him walking.
I know. I didn't know him, though. Then I told him, well, I know him now, so I can pick him next time I see him.
That's exactly right. Won't have to walk next time. We'll get you taken care of.
All right, up first for the red team, number 30.
So you have Alex Gonzalez leading things off.
Alex coming to bat. Got her pink bat, ready to rock and roll.
Nice and get a custom bat like that Alex has.
Oh, yeah. Alex going to be batting from the right side here.
Mike Quinn's first pitch. Alex, good cut.
Whoa.
A lot of velocity on that swing from Alex. And there she goes.
There's a shot.
Be high in the air, going to second base, and Alex will be safe down at first to get things going here in the top of the first for the red team with Aubrey Fulham due up next.
Alex showing good speed as well down the first base line. And she was a shot. That was one-handed as well. Didn't hold the bat with two hands.
No.
Hit that ball pretty hard. Now it's going to be Aubrey Fulham, number 45, coming to bat. Aubrey also batting from the right side. Here's Mike Quinn with the delivery.
And Aubrey getting a piece of it there, and she'll head down to first. Into second goes Alex Gonzalez. The red team will have two on with nobody out here in the top of the first inning.
Yep. Jacob Wadsworth playing first base. And taking the throw from Mike Quinn. But still, Aubrey Fulham able to beat it out.
Bradley Gearing now coming to the plate for the red team, batting third.
Bradley coming to bat. Big fella. He's going to choose the orange bat here today. Yeah. Bradley, you're right, in the third spot. Got two runners on.
Bradley just missing there. And there's a hit from Bradley, going right back to Mike Quinn. Mike with an errant throw. And everybody's going to reach base safely here for the red team again to load up the bases for Corey Perupski.
Red team, number 38, Corey.
Corey able to drive in a run here with a shot.
All chanting Corey as he gets set to go.
Outfielder's ready to go as well. A little bit different in this game. Really didn't have many outfielders the last game, but now.
You need them here.
Yes, you do. And Corey.
This could be a big shot here, Tony.
I got a feeling.
Corey here at the plate, and he's going to chop one back in Mike Quinn's direction. Mike, a little juggle of it, trying to regain. Mike, another errant throw. That one going into left field. And everybody's safe.
Corey
For the red team, number 33,
getting pitched to overhand there. Nice shot. He's ready to go. Going to take a little bit of lead off of first.
I think in the winter months, Mike works for the Washington Generals. Team that plays the Harlem Globetrotters
got a feeling,
all the time.
Yeah, you might be right. This is David Lehman Jr.
Yes.
coming to bat.
Number 33. David, another big guy.
Yes, he is. David getting set.
In the batter's box, ready to go. First pitch from Mike Quinn. Swing, get a miss.
Yeah, Mike, as we said, has been doing this for 20 years.
Yep, David sending it again back in Mike's direction.
Gives up
Mike
another
throw
hit.
down to third. Oh, low throw there from Mike. Goes into the 10s, and once again, everybody's safe. Now Haley Summers coming to the plate.
Scoring on that play where it's Aubrey Fulham able to
Yes.
cross the plate. Score for the red team. Now Haley Summers coming to bat. Haley number 36. Haley ready to come in and take her whacks. Base is juiced.
A good start for the red team here in this top of the first inning, our second of two here on the WMBS Facebook page. Brian Morozek alongside Tony Hinola, Sarah Camp behind the camera. Nice to have you along with us on a Sunday afternoon. My dad made his way out too, Tony.
Oh, good.
Off your left.
Good.
Checking out the game.
Good. Nice. That's what I said. We got a great
Yes.
crowd here today. A lot of people taking this game in, and why not? Beautiful day. A good day to come out here and watch these guys play. They're giving it their all.
Another lefty for you here, Tony.
Yeah.
And Haley Summers. Getting
Haley.
a piece of that one on the left side. And now see if we can give her one more swing here.
Haley with the yellow ball. The crowd
Yep.
chanting Haley's name, cheering for her over here. Even the players in the field chanting for Haley.
Yes. Haley getting a piece of that one on the far side. Now she'll make her way down to first.
Ball going to be fielded there by Gary Painter. So Haley's going to make her way down to first.
Another run scoring on the play here for the red team.
Now up for the
Now
red
bring up
team,
Jamie
number
Bassinger.
59, Jamie.
Jamie coming to bat. Jamie number 29. So Jamie batting from the left side
Yeah.
as well.
Getting more lefties here in the second game, Tony. Just missed on the first pitch there for Mike Quinn.
Good cut. There's a shot down to first. Fielded there by number 21, Jacob Wadsworth.
And everybody's
But,
safe.
Yeah,
Now up for the red team, number
but Jamie able to beat that out without a problem.
And a good hit there from Jamie Bassinger. And bring up Jeff Guthrie.
Jeff Guthrie.
Kind of choose his bat now.
Buddy.
Jeff, a good hitter. Actually, I had Jeff on one of my Hark teams years
you?
ago.
Wow.
Yes, Jeff played for one of my Hark teams with my son Anthony. We played down there. I think he was about probably in about the 10-year-old age
Okay.
at that time. Jeff had a good bat then. I'm sure he does now.
Well, Mike Quinn's deep back on the mound. He's out everybody else to back up, too.
He's
Look out.
warning everybody. So that's what I'm saying. Jeff's a nice hitter. Trust me.
First pitch a little inside there to Jeff.
He did a good job. I think it was our Astros team at that time.
See if we can get a shot here. Mike a little low on that.
Yeah,
pitch.
Mike doesn't want to serve it up. I don't think he
Yeah.
wants to give up that home run ball. That's why. His ERA is already 100.
There's
a
Jeff with a
shot.
hard
Yep.
ground ball through on the left side.
Yeah,
Go off the left field fence.
Jeff with a shot.
Good hit there from Jeff Guthrie. Now bring up Johnny Tabay.
And as we said, Jeff Just picking up where he left off years ago.
Yes.
Still a good hitter.
Yes. And Johnny Tabay will make his way to home plate. But he's a crowd favorite.
Oh, yes, he is. Johnny's giving you the "you can't see me" to the dugout over there, giving it that John Cena look. And look, he's pointing at Mike Quinn. There we go. This could be a showdown here between Mike and Johnny. And you know Johnny would have nothing better than to take him deep here.
Should have a lead off of first here from Jeff Guthrie.
Jeff. Well, you got Jacob Wadsworth sneaking in behind him, trying to keep him close. There's a swing and a miss. Johnny getting his cuts.
Trying to send one deep here on Mike Quinn.
Mike. Mike talking a little noise back to him there.
Yes.
Johnny came in, pointing at Mike, saying, "I'm going to take you deep." Now Mike throwing chin music a little inside here.
Could get a little ugly here, Tony.
I got a feeling Johnny's not going to charge him out. There's a
another
shot.
Johnny, good ground ball. The buddies with a snag.
Yeah. Nobody covering second.
Yep.
Nice shot there by Johnny. Johnny backed up that talk there, didn't he?
Yes.
Good job.
We'll have to actually ask Mike that when we get a chance, Tony, if anyone's ever charged after him after all these years. He threw one inside to somebody and they got a little upset about it.
Came after him. Haley Summers scored on that play.
Now we'll have Madison Regish coming to the plate.
Madison coming up. Again, the base is juiced. Madison ready. You can tell. Johnny Tabai is ready to go. He's at first base. There's a swing and a miss by Madison.
Madison hanging in there in the batter's box. Paul Eckert giving some instructions there as well.
Maddie just missed that one.
Yep. And we're in the top of the first of our second of two games. Again, each game 2 innings each. Teams will bat up the lineup and then from bottom to top, second time around.
Yeah, and a lot of kids in the senior division.
Yes. A good hit there from Madison. She'll make her way down to first.
Throw down to Jacob Wadsworth, but Madison able to beat it out.
Number 20.
Now bring up Max Stash. You have Max followed by Sabrina Cavallero, Zach Williams, and David Ruby to wrap up this top half of the first inning.
And Max coming in number 20.
Actually has Miracle League socks on, Tony.
Jacob Wadsworth at first base. It's a nice look.
Yes.
And that's a good cut there by Max.
Well, he's ready to go.
Max
There's
with a shot.
Right up the middle.
Ball's
of the
going
center
to go all
field.
the way to the fence.
Yeah. We're all the way back to the 150 sign in center. With the relay coming in is Andrew Hudak. Yeah, another run coming across there with a nice hit there from Max Stash.
Max, that was a shot. Ball made it all the way to the fence.
Yes.
Good job.
Now Sabrina Cavallero coming to the plate, wearing number 47.
Mike's going to come over and give Max a high five on that, on a great effort by him. So now, as you mentioned, here comes Sabrina. Sabrina again batting from the right side. As we said, not a whole lot of lefties in this game.
No. A few more in this second game than we had earlier in the first contest.
Right.
Again, our broadcast brought to you by Family Ties Home and Community Supports owner Nikki Trump, Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services CEO Mike Quinn, who's your pitcher, and Edgar Snyder and Associates.
There's swing and a miss by Sabrina.
Sabrina just missing on that one. Again, you'll have Zach Williams and David Ruby to follow here in this top of the first inning of game 2.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, some of these players like to give Mike a hard time
Yes.
on the mound, and Mike right back at him.
Especially this older age group. I'm sure they've got to know Mike over the years. Mentioned he's a longtime volunteer here with the Miracle League. And probably grown up with him pitching to them.
Oh, guaranteed.
I'm sure he knows some of their tendencies as well. And a nice chopper there from Sabrina on the far side. And everybody's safe.
Everybody's safe.
Now up for the
And
number 27.
who scored that run? We missed who scored. Who's? Oh, that would be Johnny.
Yep.
So Johnny with the
Tabay.
able to score on that hit.
So you have Zach Williams followed by David Ruby. Wrap up this top of the first. Next, we're going to have Anna Staggers batting here, it looks like, Tony. Maybe not. That is Zach Williams. It is Zach Williams.
Yeah, this is Zach, right. There's a swing. Good
Almost
cut
got a
there.
piece of it.
Yep, good cut there. Zach
got a piece of it.
Yep, chased that high one a little bit. Infield ready to go.
Yes. Got to stay alert, especially in this older age bracket game.
Well, the nice part about it is everybody cheering on each other, even the opposite team cheering on their competition. And these kids all friends and just having a good time and a good day on a Sunday afternoon.
Nice shot again, going to shortstop. We'll get through
Zach.
the deep infield.
Zach, nice shot there.
Number 43, David.
Now David Ruby at the plate.
David coming in. Good shot by Zach Williams. Keeping this inning alive.
We're going to have Anna Staggers batting after David Ruby to wrap up this top of the first here in game 2.
Yep. Meg, we're already getting word from Gary Painter. David's up. He's a hard hitter, so we'll see what he got.
They're backing up a little bit.
Yes, they are. Getting ready.
First pitch to David, swing and a miss.
Yeah, Mike's got to get a little loose here.
Yeah.
He's used to throwing the underhand action.
A little low there from Mike that time.
Oh, Mike will serve it up. David getting set.
Getting a little low there from Mike Quinn. Mike needs to give him something to work with here, Tony.
Yeah, I got a feeling Mike will put one in his wheelhouse.
Wind kicking up a bit.
Yeah, the wind blowing out to right field here at Everly Park.
David just missing there. I guess they use this field as well, Tony, for all the T-ball and I guess some of the younger Little League games.
Right. David looked like he's trying to lay down a bunt there. He'll be ready on this one, I'm sure.
Mike needs to give him something a little more to work with.
People booing Mike here. I don't get this.
There you go.
There it is.
Chopper. And that one got by Gary Painter into center field. Gary said he almost had it.
Almost had it.
All right.
So now
the last batter for the
Now last batter now, 18 Anna Staggers.
Red team, when she hits it, we're running all the way
So-
home, red team, when she hits it.
So Anna, the last batter in this inning for the red team.
I have another lefty here, Tony.
I got a feeling this is coming our way.
Yep.
Anna with the pink bat and try to put a hurting on another pitch here by Mike Quinn.
First pitch to Anna. Just missed that one.
Swing and a miss.
Couple good cuts there from Anna. And getting a piece of that one here on the near side. And we're on all the way home with a home run here to end the top half of the first inning.
Anna gets to keep motoring.
Yes.
She's the last batter.
And she'll get to go all the way around.
Getting a high five from Gary Painter at second base.
Now
She's going to keep going.
Yep.
All the runs are going to score. And the blue team will be ready to come in and add bat.
Again, that'll wrap up the top half of the first. Again, our broadcast brought to you by Family Ties Home and Community Supports owner Nikki Trump, Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services CEO Mike Quinn, and Edgar Snyder and Associates. We're back with the bottom of the first here on the WMBS Facebook page.
And also,
As we come back here for the bottom of the first inning, one of the players on the red team, Jamie Bassinger, joining us. And Jamie, thanks for taking the time to talk with us.
Thank you.
Talk a little bit about your experience here with the Miracle League.
Have fun, play with friends, hit ball.
I'm sure you guys did a nice job, certainly, in that first inning.
Yeah. Thank you.
You hit a nice shot. And how long have you been playing?
How long? I think 2 years.
Oh, you've been here about, it's been a good time.
Good
About
time.
10
Yeah,
years.
10 years.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
a good
So
long
you're a
time.
veteran here, right?
Yeah, uh-huh. I got trophies too.
Oh,
you?
wow,
Yeah.
that's fantastic. That's
Thank you.
fantastic. I'm sure you get to know the pitcher, Mike Quinn, pretty well, too.
Uh-huh, yep. He's good.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Because he gives it right where you want to hit it, right?
Yep.
It sounds like Christine and the rest of the group takes pretty good care of you, too.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
She's good.
Good. And you guys having fun today?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
I'm sure this is probably one of the highlights of your week, probably something you look forward to doing all the time.
Yeah. It's my fast sport.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It's a lot of fun.
Yep.
Well, Jamie, we appreciate you taking the time to talk with us.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on. We appreciate it.
You come.
Thank you.
That's Jamie Bassinger joining us here on the WMBS Facebook page, coverage of the Miracle League of the Laurel Highlands. Miracle League Champions game. Now Jamie's going to make her way out to the field, and Tony will set the blue team lineup for you.
All right, for the blue team, batting first will be Amanda Hauser. She'll be followed by Cameron Eicher, then Charles Williams. Eric Shaw will be batting in the cleanup spot. Then Gary Painter, the second baseman. Jacob Myers will follow Gary. Then Jacob Wadsworth. Jaden Detweiler will also bat. He'll be followed by Jeremiah Dillinger. Then Joey Moore, Mark Galino, Mitchell Prigg, Quentin Stratiff, and Teresa Cavallaro. And they'll be followed by the last two batters, Brandon Murray and Noah Zitney. Will be the final batter for the blue team here in the bottom of the first inning.
Yeah, certainly a nice turnout here on both the blue and the red side.
Oh, a lot of kids playing, and that's why it's great. I'll tell you, they really have a nice group of kids. Homer, the mascot, waving at everybody, and as we said, a lot of buddies coming in here to help out today, and that's a good thing too, because the thing of it is, a lot of kids playing. Here's Amanda Hauser. Hauser, the seasoned veteran here in the Miracle League. Trying to check out Brian's notes here. I think they mentioned that she's been playing for somewhere around 23 years. Trying to find this note here. But Amanda with a shot down to first. As we said, she's been here the longest. What was it, Brian, your notes? I think it said she'd been here for about 23 years, Amanda Hauser.
I'm trying to dig that up myself here, Tony.
Trying to find it. So Amanda.
Yeah, 23 years Amanda Hauser's been playing.
So Amanda, number 36, with a shot to lead off the inning for the blue team.
We had mentioned at the start, if you're just joining us, the Miracle League actually started locally here in the 1990s. Mark and Chris Lowry started the Challenger Division Little League Baseball in Connellsville in order for their son Eli to be able to play baseball in his own unique way. And there were really no other teams at the time for him to participate in, as Cameron Eicher with a shot there on the blue side.
The ball going to go down to second base. That's going to be fielded there by Zach Williams.
And the league was changed in 2010 to the Champions Adapted League Baseball, and then became the Miracle League of Pennsylvania's Laurel Highlands. Again, they've been playing their games here at the R.W. Clark Field at Eberly Park since 2017, and formerly played at Bailey Park and some other fields around the area as well over the years. And again, they hope to get their own Miracle Field here sometime, Tony.
That would be nice.
Now Charles Williams at the plate.
That's Charles. Charles, number 38. Charles was going to go crosshand there for a minute. And actually, it's not a bad thing because they said whenever Hank Aaron was young, he used to bat crosshand, and that's how he got to be so strong.
Wow.
How about that?
Haven't heard much about that with baseball because you hear about that putting on golf all the time. Actually, I putt cross-handed.
Yeah.
I don't think it does me any good, but.
Well, no, they said that when Hank Aaron was growing up until he really got into high school, that he batted cross-handed and made his hands quicker, and that's how he got to be such a good hitter.
Nice.
So, yep.
I'm surprised you don't see more of the players of today using that technique.
Yeah, interesting. You never know. Maybe down the road it's going to change.
Got to study some more history. Oh, you see those trends, they come back.
Oh, yeah.
And a nice hit there from Charles Williams. He'll make his way down to first.
Charles going to take off. Charles running to first. He's going to make it safely. You're going to have Amanda scamper to third. Cameron Eicher making it down to second. So now that's going to bring up Della Mitchell, who's in the lineup. So Della, we missed her. She was not highlighted here, so she showed up a little bit late. But it's going to be Della Mitchell batting now. So Della coming up. She's going to bat from the right side of the plate. Della will be followed by Eric Shaw. And the bases are loaded for Della. Mike Quinn getting set. Here's the pitch. Della with the swing. Just missed that one. And here's the pitch from Mike Quinn. Mike was ready to deliver, but Della wasn't watching.
Mike's working too quickly.
Yeah. Mike's on the pitch clock.
Yes.
So Della, they're going to put her on the other side of the plate.
Switch hitter.
They're going to let her hit from the left side. I got a feeling she's going to put this one in play without a problem.
Almost got a piece of that one.
There's the pitch. Della just getting a piece of that one, but it went foul. So now Mike Quinn trying to regroup. Swing and a miss.
Wind continuing to blow here at the Everly Park.
Yeah, just kicked up a little bit. The first game it kind of went away, but kind of kicked in a little bit here. So
thank the Miracle League for helping us out with a little tent here as well today, keeping Tony and I in the shade.
Let's see. They did a nice job too with the lineups for us.
Yep,
helping us out. Nice shot here.
Nice
There's a fair ball. So Della knocks it down the first baseline.
She'll make her way on.
And they're going to get it out there in the outfield. Making the play in will be Johnny Topai.
And Amanda Hauser scores on the play. I think Frank Kula getting us a couple of waters.
Frank taking care of us, not only protecting us, but he's taking care of us here.
We do the Laurel Highlands game. Frank does the Score Hub. We come here to do the Miracle League game, gets us water.
I'm telling you.
He's our protector.
And that's it, our bodyguard. Like
Eric
I told
Shaw
him.
now coming to the plate.
Yep, Amanda Hauser. 23 years playing in this league. That's great. Okay, here's Eric Shaw. Eric going to knock the mud out of his cleats there. He's ready to go. Mike backing his infielders up a little bit.
And
there's a shot.
Big hit there on the left side to get into left field right down the line. Eric safe at first.
Eric.
Yep.
He blasted that pitch.
First pitch, too.
Eric. Here comes Gary Painter.
Yep.
Gary.
Look out here.
As we said, Gary said, make sure we tell his dad hi. So, Gary Painter Sr., we're going to give a shout out to you today. And thanks for watching us. Gary going to get the bat ready to go. He said, wait a minute, I want this. Gary, ready to go.
He was ready. He was the first guy here, Tony.
For both teams.
Yeah, for both teams.
Wait, for the younger kids as well.
He was the first guy here.
First guy here all the way around.
He was walking up to the field about 11:30 today. Gary, first pitch swinging there, just missed.
He just chased a bad pitch there. He's going to step out, get set, be ready to go. Stepping into the box. Feet set. Here comes a pitch from Mike Quinn. It's going to be inside a little bit. Gary had to back out of there.
Yep. Gary just missing there.
Big cut. Trying to match that hit that Eric Shaw just had. Blasted it into left field.
Gary regrouping now. Going a little inside and low for Mike, and now Gary smack talking.
Gary's gonna give a little lip to Mike. He said, "Wait a minute, man! You keep backing me off the plate."
Mike might need to move up a little bit.
I think Mike's nibbling on the outside corner. Yeah, he's kind of nibbling on the outside corner here. I don't know. Gary's saying, "Wait a minute, put one in my wheelhouse."
I threw that one behind him.
Yeah, see, that was a little message there. Gary was talking. See, so. Mike said, "I'm going to send you a little message here."
Now they're chanting new pitcher. Gary, big cut there, just missed.
New pitcher. He's been doing this for 20 years.
I don't think they're going to get rid of him that easily.
No. Gary got the hat off now. He's getting serious.
Yep.
Fixing the batting
gloves off. Wow.
Taking the gloves off. He's trying everything now.
Change the mojo a little bit.
He's trying. Gary trying to give a souvenir out to these guys in left field. Got about 20 people on the bleachers and left. There's a shot.
Line drive. One of the buddies actually had it for a moment. They couldn't hang on. And it'll go into center field, and Gary's safe over at first.
Well, see, now you have to wonder, the next time up, does Gary take off the gloves and the hat before he even gets in there?
I would.
Yeah, you got to. He changed the karma, so that's what happened. So good for him.
Now Jacob Myers coming to the plate, wearing number 20.
Jacob. He's also a righty.
Mike's first pitch to Jacob. Just nubbed foul.
There's a shot.
Yep, right down the third base line. Actually can go closer to shortstop. And Jacob will be safe over at first. So another Jacob Wadsworth coming to the plate next.
That play.
And he saw earlier, Tony, that Mike Quinn was pitching Gary a little inside. He went and grabbed a batting helmet.
He knows better.
He knows better. He's trying to protect himself in there with Mike throwing those inside pitches.
Throwing those inside BBs. And actually a nice play made there defensively by Jamie Basinger, who just came over with the interview with us a little bit ago. So she made a nice defensive play.
Swing and a miss there from Wadsworth.
Jacob played first base defensively. There's a hit.
Coming our way.
Coming our way.
Jacob will be safe over at first. Leanne unable to make the play there, one of the buddies. And it'll be thrown in from Johnny Tabay.
Johnny with a great throw in. Held the runner at third. Nice job there. Nice job. Mike Quinn comes over.
I think we've Jaden Detweiler now up.
Yep, give Jake a big hug. So Jaden Detweiler, number 18, coming to bat.
I guess Gary came around to score.
Gary they were not going to slow him down.
No,
once he got on the path, he was ready.
They sent him from second.
Yep.
On the ground ball, and he was able to score. A little nub there from Jaden, sent foul.
So Gary, we're going to have to ask him in between innings if he's going to go without the batting gloves and without the hat next time.
I think we can get Gary on with us, Tony.
I think we can. We'll have to see if Leanne can get him over here. Yep. Come on, Nick. Come on, Gary.
You can pull those headphones over there, Gary. I'm not very good at this. That's all right.
How do you know? You never did it, did you?
No.
Well, you.
My entire life.
Well, good. You can put it on. We're just going to ask you a couple questions, buddy.
There's another hit there, Tony, from Jaden Detweiler. She'll make her way down to first. So, Gary, early on, you struggled those first couple pitches from Mike, but he wasn't really giving you much to work with.
Yeah, it's kind of tricky.
Yeah. Now, you got the bat ready with the dirt, then he's got rid of the gloves. But once you kind of changed the mojo, it worked for you.
Yeah. It takes what all I need to do.
Well, see, so now we're going to ask you. So the next time up, are you going to take the hat off and the gloves before you even get in the box?
It all depends.
Yeah, because that worked for you. So I don't know if you need to change that up. You know what I mean? I'd probably do the same thing.
There's
Pretty
a
nice.
hit there, sorry, Tony, from Jeremiah Dillinger. Sent over to second. Again, we're being joined by Gary Painter, one of the players on the blue team.
And we gave your dad a shout out too.
I really appreciate it.
Okay. No, we wanted to make sure. You said you asked us to, so we wanted to make sure we did it for you.
Hey, I don't mind because he is family.
Oh yeah. Yes, literally.
Matter of fact, as soon as I was born, he was going to name me Elvis, like Elvis, from
wow.
Elvis Presley.
Wow.
But my mom didn't want to do that, so she named me after him.
nice.
So that's
Okay.
why I'm Gary L. Painter Jr.
Okay.
I got you. That was probably a smarter move.
Yeah, I was going to say Elvis Painter. You'd like that?
No.
No.
No. My dad is so obsessed with Elvis. And every time I'm down at his place on the weekends, me and my little brother, every time he watches or listens to Elvis, me and my little brother always says, if you're so obsessed with Elvis, why don't you just go marry the dang thing?
Well, okay, so what's your favorite Elvis song?
I would say there's actually a couple, actually.
Okay.
There was this one song that I heard from Full House.
Jailhouse.
Full House.
Oh, Full House.
With DJ, Stephanie, and Michelle Tanner.
Oh,
when
okay.
Michelle was
I got
little.
you.
Jesse was a big Elvis fan.
Jesse was a big. That's
Yes.
correct. I forgot.
And matter of fact, they sang that song for Michelle Tanner when she was little. Man, I have to admit, I like that song.
Awesome.
The Teddy Bear.
Well, see, that means you're an Elvis fan too.
Just a little bit. And there's only one song that I like.
Okay. Oh, you got to like more than
Again,
that.
I just can't stop falling in love with you. It's one of my was one of my favorite songs before.
Okay.
That's a
But
classic.
ever since that's when I was used to date the girl up on the mountains.
Okay.
Oh, okay,
Marianne
wow.
Bratton.
Okay.
But
we don't want to get into
but
We don't wanna get too much into
we're
your
no
personal
longer
life.
together, so
Well, that happens.
Yeah.
You needed a breakup song anyway. Oh, there's a shot.
We had Joey Moore pick up a hit, and then that's Mark Gelino.
Mark Galino with a hit.
yeah, I know him.
Marky
Me and
with a
both do
great
Special
shot.
Olympics together.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm with Special Olympics too for Fayette County.
Okay. What do you do with that? Which
Well,
do you
right now
run?
we're involved. We're doing track and field right now.
Yeah, I know, but what do you do? What
We do bowling, track and field, softball, bocce, swimming.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Pretty busy guy.
Oh, I gotta be. especially being the age of 39 years old.
Is that what you are?
Yeah, that's how old I am.
You
How
look
old do you
good.
think I looked?
Oh, you look good for your age. I didn't think you were 39. What do you mean?
Because I am 39. I'm
Well-
in my 30s.
Okay.
Matter of fact, my mom had to help me cut my hair.
Well, you look good.
Yeah.
You got a nice job.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know my mom doesn't do stuff like this online. So
Well, yeah, but here's the thing, though. She'll be able to watch it because we're going to tape it, and then it'll be posted, so you can even go home and watch it.
true.
How about that? So we'll
Yeah,
get you ready.
all I have to do is program and search for it on my phone at home.
And
We'll
we got
get
a
you
ground
ready.
ball there. I think for Mitchell Prigg coming our way. Frank, cool saving the camera.
He also does Special Olympics with me too.
Yeah.
That's
Mitchell.
great. Nice.
You got a lot of friends here then.
Oh, cool. I gotta have my friends.
That's good.
Hey, Tony,
Good
we
for
should
you.
actually talk to our friends at Bay Community TV and maybe try to get this on the local cable as well to rebroadcast.
Yeah, I think we could.
Yeah, I think we try to work with them and
Yeah.
try to get that broadcast
See if
up
we can
there.
get it for you guys,
So a lot
yeah.
of folks can.
I really appreciate this. You know, it's just so hard. You know, but I gotta focus and plus always keep my eye on the ball and make sure I get it perfect. Matter of fact, what I did with the dirt, what I just sat or noticed before. My friend, who I know, he also does Special Olympics with me too. His name is Pete Zuner.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. He did Miracle League with me last year, but I forgot. He was supposed to sign up for it this year, but I guess his mom forgot.
Okay.
But he taught me a little trick on how to hit the ball better.
Okay.
Put a little bit of dirt on the bat, and that way you can hit the ball better.
Okay.
That worked out for you last time.
It actually helped me out too last year too when I do softball for Special Olympics.
Okay.
Good.
Well, I got to tell you something. Like, you said that you're not very good at this interview and stuff. I don't know. I mean, you're doing pretty good, buddy.
I'm getting used. I do get used to things like that.
And then there's Quentin with a nice hit there, Tony. Driving in another run.
Quentin straight up with
Yeah,
a base
as
hit.
you saw what I did when I was at second base. I ran right straight back.
We
You
commented that. They gave you the go-ahead from second to go home.
Yeah, you ran through the stop sign,
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah, I did. Hey, it takes what it has to take. What you got to do for the team.
That's right. Well, you wanted to score. That's all there was to it.
Yeah. Plus, blue's not really my favorite color. It's actually my
Blue's
little.
not your favorite color. What's wrong with that?
Because it's not my color. I used to like blue back when I was little, when
So
I was younger.
What's your color now?
Red and white.
Okay. Maybe next year you can petition to get on the red team.
I've been trying to do it this year, but I got stuck with the blue.
You got to switch jerseys with somebody.
I wish I could, but we're not allowed.
Oh, you're not allowed?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Well,
They
I don't
have-
want you breaking the rules, guys.
He'll go and say Tony told him to do it too.
Wait, I'm going to have to get myself out of this one.
Well, Gary, we appreciate you taking the time to join us. You did a great job on the air, buddy, and best of luck in the second inning, too.
Thank you very much. It was nice meeting you guys, and God
Okay,
bless
buddy.
you all.
All right, here. Give it to me, brother.
Hey, Gary's doing a nice job with us on the
All
air,
right,
Gary
buddy.
Painter.
Here's a shot coming our way.
That got past the camera. Actually, the camera bag made the stop on that one.
There you go.
They get retrieved there by one of the red players there. Is Johnny.
And that was a nice shot there by Teresa Cavallero.
Yep.
Teresa able to make it to first base.
Sophia Sains now will bat. Number 31. Again, we're in the bottom of the first inning. A 2-inning game here. Our second of 2 broadcasts here today with the Fayette County Miracle League. Appreciate you joining us here on the WMBS Facebook page.
Sophia with a good cut.
And Gary had a good time with us on the air, didn't he, Tony?
Gary was a natural.
Yes, he was.
I was worried about him taking my spot.
Yes.
Good shot there by Sophia.
Down the third baseline. Maybe next time we need a fill-in, Tony, we'll have to call him. That's how you got started, right?
That's exactly right. Yeah, I think he wanted my job. I don't know. He said, I'm not very good at this. Next thing you know, man, he took over the airwaves.
Well, you said the same thing, right?
Yeah, he was
So
good.
you're like, oh,
yeah, right. I'm still not any good.
Brandon Murray now coming to the plate. It'll be Murray and then Noah Zitney. Then this first go-around here for the blue team.
Mitchell Prigg able to score on that one. Coming over and giving high fives to his teammates. So this is Brandon. Brandon with a swing and a miss.
A little nubber there. And that one sent right back
There's a
in Mike
hit.
Quinn's direction.
Mike's,
Another errant throw from Mike Quinn.
Mike's going to try to make the play at third. Ball's going to get away from number 38, Corey Porupski down there, but Corey
Gets
it back in. Yeah, I was going to agree, yeah. Couldn't do much there.
Now we have Noah Zitney to end this first go-around here for the blue side.
Scoring on that play was Quentin Stradiff. So now Noah will be the last batter here in this bottom of the first inning for the blue team.
You know you're ready for a big shot here too, Tom.
I got a feeling. I think he's going to have to back up this infield a little bit and be ready to play.
First pitch swinging there, grounder through on the left side. We'll get a home run here to end the go-around in the bottom of the first here for the blue side.
Noah gets
maybe we might have one more here.
Oh, we do have one more. Okay.
The Andrew Hudak.
Okay. So Andrew Hudak going to finish the inning. So Andrew is going to clean off the bases here with this shot. And Noah, he hit that ball pretty well.
Yes, he did.
Andrew ready for the pitch from Mike Quinn.
Going to reposition him a little bit here in the batter's box.
Get him set. There's a hit.
Yep. And now
Tosses
we'll go all
that
the way
bat.
around.
Yes, he does. Andrew able to go to second. He gets to do it all.
Send him all the way around.
His buddy keeping up with him. Jeff Guthrie going to field that ball, getting into Mike Quinn. And Andrew going to finish out this inning for the blue team.
And good job for the blue team here in the bottom of the first. Stay tuned. One more inning left here this afternoon. Second go around for both the red and the blue. You're watching the Fayette Miracle League Champions game of the Laurel Highlands here on the WMBS Facebook page. Starting the second go-around here as we move to the top of the second inning for the red side. Tony, why don't you go back through their lineup, how they'll bat here
All right.
for the top of the second.
For the red team in this second inning, it'll be David Ruby leading off. He'll be followed by Zach Williams, then Sabrina Cavallero. Max Stash will be batting after Sabrina, then Madison Regish. Johnny Topai will be batting after that. Jeff Guthrie, Jamie Basinger, Haley Summers, David Lehman Jr., Corey Perupsky, Bradley Gearing, Aubrey Fulham, Anna Staggers, and the last batter will be Alex Gonzalez.
How about a hit there to start the inning from David Ruby?
Yeah, first pitch and able to get on. Good shot there by David. Now that's going to bring up Zach Williams. Zach, he had a nice hit this first time up as well.
Mike Quinn getting set to go here. And if you do want to make your way out, there won't be a game next week because of the Memorial Day weekend, but the games will resume the first Sunday in June. So again, if you're watching our broadcast today and you want to make your way out, no game next week, but they'll have a game the first Sunday in June from 1 to 3. And another hit there from Zach Williams.
Zach Williams, that was a nice shot. Stayed inside the line, down the left field line, and he was able to get the first easily on that play.
Now Sabrina Cavallero coming to the plate. Our number 47.
Sabrina giving a nice little walk there to first base as Gary Painter chants her on. So Sabrina, number 47, coming to bat. Sabrina,
righty set to go. She said, "Hey, Mike, I'm ready."
Sabrina.
Nice little nubber there back in Mike's direction.
Yeah,
Just went foul.
Just went foul, so she's gets another cut at it. Sabrina pointing to the crowd, saying, "This one's for you."
You'd have to like the turnout, Tony, with 70 players between the 4 teams in this league. Great to see so many people coming out, and I think the more participation we get, we might even see the league even expanded more, get more players out, get more games going on.
Well, I tell you what, Brian, this does not hurt putting it out like this and having other people watch.
I agree.
And see that, this league is actually nicely run.
Oh, for sure.
And you're going to
60 volunteers.
Yeah, yep. And
good community support. Look at all the different businesses on the backs of the jerseys here today as well.
Yep.
The sponsor signs around the fences.
Well, you're going to see some, like I said, you're going to see some players who watch this and say, wait a minute, I want to sign up
be
for
a
that
part of
next
it,
year.
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So hopefully it does bring some more people out to play. And there's a nice shot there.
Right past Mike Quinn. Go back to second base.
Nice play made there by Eric Shaw.
Again, our broadcast today brought to you by Family Ties Home and Community Supports owner Nikki Trump, Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services CEO Mike Quinn, and Edgar Snyder and Associates.
And our friend Gary comes over and gives Sabrina a high five. That's going to bring up Max Stash. Max, he had a shot his first time up.
And again, if you want more information on this Miracle League, you can email weallplayball@hotmail.com. That's weallplayball@hotmail.com. You can visit miracleleaguepalh.org. That's miracleleaguepalh.org for additional information.
Mike having trouble finding the strike zone here.
Second time through for the red team here in the top of the second inning. At the plate right now, we have Max Stash.
Max comes up with the bases loaded.
And Max with a ground ball going here to second. Gary couldn't make the play. Goes out in the right field. Quick little relay coming in. And everybody's safe.
That ball took a bad hop on Gary there. Took a bad hop on him. Gary cheering everybody on here today, doing a nice job.
Now Madison Regish at the plate.
So Madison ready to go.
Almost got a piece of that one on her first cut.
Good cut, too.
Just nubbed that one foul.
There it is.
Yep. That one popped there as Madison's going to run down to first.
That ball's going to stay fair,
yes,
too.
It does.
Yeah.
Sat right on the line.
Perfectly placed hit by Madison. Able to drive in a run. Scoring on the play was number 27, Zach Williams. So Zach with the run for the red team.
All dirt infield here at Eberly Park.
All right, next up, number 28, Johnny.
And you got up next, Johnny Tabay.
Johnny.
Tobai, excuse me, Johnny Tobai.
Johnny coming in. He's starting to, he's going to give it to Mike here. So Johnny getting his bat ready to go. Let's see if he gives Mike a point again like he did last time. Let's see, going to grab a little dirt, sprinkle it on the bat. He's getting, yeah,
he must talk to Gary.
Yeah, no kidding.
Guys sharing tips.
Yeah, these guys. Well, you know what? They're all playing for the same reason.
Yes.
So you know what? They all want to see each other do well.
First pitch to Johnny Tobai. Swing, get a miss. Almost got a piece of that one.
Good cut. That's
Mike
it.
a little low on that pitch.
Yeah, he tried to get him a chase there with 2 strikes. Wasn't going for it. Johnny said, I'm not going to chase that bad pitch. Another low one.
Yep.
I think Mike's scared of him.
Yes.
There's a shot.
Hard ground ball through on the left side. In the left field. Runners advance.
You know what? Maybe there's something to that dirt on the barrel.
Yeah. Start seeing some of the players all around doing it.
Yeah. Now, if young Frank Kula starts doing that up at Rhode Island, we'll know where he got it. Huh? Yeah, we're going to ask him what's going on.
Bringing your own dirt.
Yeah,
bringing your own dirt.
Got to have dirt in his back pocket.
Yeah.
Got a baggie full.
Bag of dirt to the field. Named Jeff Guthrie coming to the plate.
And as we said, Jeff, he can blast it.
Yep.
Trust me, Jeff. Like I said, he was on my Little League team a few years ago. Jeff's a good hitter. Nice kid, too. I guess I can call him a kid, right?
Mike, the ball just slipped out of Mike's hand on the delivery.
Guess I can call him a kid. I got him
the same age as your son.
Well, I got him by about 30 years, so yeah, so I guess I can still call him a kid, but he's a nice young man.
I went a little low from Mike. I think Mike's arm's starting to wear out now. I mean, you figure this is his 4th inning. He's probably worked about 15 batters an inning.
Oh, I know we got to get the I should have kept his pitch count. He's probably up over 300 already.
Something fun to look at.
Jeff's going to foul that one back. Yep. Jeff hanging in there. There's it is.
A line drive, and that one is going to one-hop off the wall and off the Somerset Trust sign out there in center field.
The runners are still moving.
Yep.
Now up for the red team.
Jeff with a shot. 2 nice hits here today for Jeff Guthrie.
And Jamie Bassinger coming to the plate.
Jamie, you can see how much she's enjoying this. We had her on earlier with an interview. Mike, Sophia Sains with the throw in to Mike, ready to go for the inning here. So here comes Jamie Basinger, and as we said, interviewed her earlier, and she was great on the radio with us.
Lefty Basinger facing the righty Quinn. She's set to go. Just nub that one on the left side, and she'll run down to first safely. Nice to be able to talk to some of these. It's been nice to be able to talk to some of these players we have, Tony, throughout the game today as well.
It was great. Yep. Here comes another ball out to Sophia. She's going to track it back into Mike Quinn. So coming to bat now, it's going to be Haley Summers. Haley with the shot last time up, drove in a run. They're going to adjust Haley's hat and get her ready to go. Batting from the left side.
Mike set to go. First pitch. Out of the strike zone.
Getting help from her buddy.
Yes.
And you can't say enough about the volunteers here as well. Like I said, getting as much enjoyment out of this as the kids are.
Of course, the chairperson here, Christine Eckert, now joining us. Christine, first off, really have to thank you for having us out here today. We've had a real thrill this afternoon, and it's been great seeing all the kids having a lot of fun as well.
Oh, thank you guys for coming. They were really excited to hear that you guys would be here.
I mentioned we got an opportunity to talk to some of the players as well, and I think they got a lot out of the experience even being on today too.
Yes, they're very excited, not only just to play, but again, when there's extra people here to watch them and cheer them on, it's always exciting for them.
Yeah, they're all doing a nice job out there. Really could have asked for a better day for the game today as well.
Yes, absolutely. You know, thank goodness it wasn't yesterday. That's all I got to say.
We'll talk about some of your missions. Obviously, you guys have these games in May and June on every Sunday, except for next weekend with it being Memorial Day. But it seems like, you know, you really participate in a number of events throughout the course of the year. Have a golf outing coming up in September, and it's great to see the year-round efforts with the league.
Yeah, you know, our dream is to have a miracle field, and as much as we're appreciative of this field and being able to play every Sunday, you know, that is our goal. So we have fundraising events, and, you know, we also take a team to the Pony World Series, which they do a little champion all-star little game for us, and we take a team there, and then we have our Miracle League All-Star game that we send a representative to. And so, you know, we try to do different things. This year will be our first golf outing fundraiser, and we're really hoping that's going to be successful as well. But yeah, we're open to ideas and suggestions, and as long as we've got that support and commitment from our volunteers and other people, then we'll make it happen.
Well, Brian and I were talking, and we definitely said that this is going to be something we do every year for you.
Yeah. Well, we definitely appreciate it. Again, it's the first time we've done it, too. And I think the excitement, it just builds it whenever they know.
We saw David Lehman with a nice hit. Now Corey Perupski at the plate as well, and he has the hat up in the air waiting for a big hit here. And it's amazing, too, to see the skill level of some of these players. I mean, kids are some pretty good batters.
You know, Corey especially has been here for many years, and we have some individuals that are just, they've learned along the way. And, you know, that's what this game is why we have it for anybody that could come out and want to take a shot at it. We're here to help in any way we can. So, you know, we definitely have seen improvement from many of the players. When you've been here for years, you see it. You
right.
See it come through, yeah.
I know it's a special day for you today as well, when your son Ian's 15th birthday today, and you had a little moment of silence before the game for him, and I know you put some special goodies out for the kids after the games as well.
Yes, you know, my son loved coming here. He knew when we pulled in what it was, and he got excited, and he was always bouncing in his chair, and just always had a smile on his face. So, you know, we continue to do this. We're here to help others. We're here to bring joy to others, and we know that just, you know, him being in our lives was just part of that journey. And so as a family, we're still very supportive and wanting to make sure that these kids still have that joy.
I know your one ask for everybody today was just one random act of kindness.
Yes, you know, we know that we should be doing that every day. But just if this one day we have a random act of kindness, and it doesn't even have to cost any money, it's just time sometimes. Your time spending with someone or visiting or making a phone call to many other things. And we wanted to see how far that kindness can spread. So, you know, we established a charity for Ian in Ian's memory, and we have it on our website, and we actually have a tracker. We're going to track how far the kindness spreads today.
Awesome.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
So.
But what,
Go ahead, Sean.
no, I was just going to say we were talking throughout the broadcast. We just commend you and your husband staying involved and being involved with all of this. And I realize, you know, extremely tough to lose your son like that, but to keep being involved and help out all these other kids is fantastic.
Yeah, no, you know, I think sometimes he comes because I come, and I'm like, okay, this is what we're doing today, and he's a good husband. He listens, and no, honestly, this helps us, to be honest. It really does. These kids are amazing. They bring an energy that, honestly, we would not be able to have with all the complexities and all the things that they deal with every day. So their spirit, and again, I believe that they all have pure joy, and that is hard to find. And so that's contagious as well. So, you know, it helps us feel good. You know, we know where our son is. We know how perfect he is now. And so we're just going to see how we can help others just have that comfort and that that joy that he had and just put a smile on everybody's face if we can.
You can kind of tell just talking to some of the players out there, this is probably the highlight of their week.
You know what? This sometimes is the highlight of their year, I'll be honest. When the season is done, it's actually disappointing. We have a great banquet at the end of the season, and, they all have fun, but it's not, too long after that they're asking when the first game of the next season is. And bless their hearts. I mean, that's what it should be all about. We're looking forward to the next happy thing, right, that we do.
Well, we're also hoping that because of the broadcast, one, that they get to enjoy it when they watch it, but two, it might have a little bit of impact on people who haven't seen this before who might want to come out and play with you guys.
It is. Once you're here, it's just, if you've never experienced a Miracle League game and watching these kids, again, the amazing things that they can do, and that's why one of our mottos for Miracle League is we all can play ball, and we surely do try to do that in any way. So it is an experience. If you haven't come, please come out on a Sunday afternoon. Again, we're playing every Sunday in June, weather permitting, and just see how amazing these kids are.
Again, Christine Eckert joining us here, the chairperson for the Laurel Highlands Miracle League, Champions League of Southwestern Pennsylvania. Again, Christine, thanks for having us out. We've had a lot of fun here today and look forward to maybe continuing this tradition in future years as well.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Again, that's Christine Eckert at the plate with Anna Staggers at the plate. Christine Eckert joining us here on the WMBS Facebook page, our live broadcast today.
There's a shot there.
Through on the left side. Now we'll get our final batter of this top of the second, Alex Gonzalez, and then one final run through the lineup for the blue team in the bottom of the second to wrap up this contest.
Alex Gonzalez.
The home run after the hit here from Alex.
Well, Alex, a nice hitter that we saw her first at bat.
Yes.
Swings one-handed.
Yes.
That's what we said. Yeah, she knows what she's doing with the bat. There's no doubt about it.
Has a big cut.
Ooh, just missed that one. Just fouled it off. And there's another.
Yeah. Bucket of balls coming loose. There's one going right back at Mike Quinn, and we'll get our home run here to end the top of the second inning.
And again, that one's going to stay fair as well.
Yes. They'll run the rest of the way around. Now the blue team will bat for a final time in this game after the red team, and Alex makes her way the rest of the way around the base paths. Well, the final half inning here from the Everly Park Complex in North Union Township. Tony and I back with the bottom of the second in just a moment. Again, you're watching the Fayette Champions Miracle League game here on WMBS. We're going to head through the lineup, Tony, for a final time in this game as we come back. Bottom of the second, blue team to bat. Why don't you read through the way they're going to come up here in the bottom of the second.
All right, here we go. So leading off will be Noah Zitney, and he'll be followed by Brandon Murray. They'll be followed by Sophia Sains. Then it'll be Teresa Cavallero, Quentin Stradiff, Mitchell Prigg, then Mark Galino, Joey Moore, Jeremiah Dillinger, then Jaden Detweiler, Jacob Wadsworth, Jacob Myers, Gary Painter, Eric Shaw, Della Mitchell, Charles Williams, Cameron Eicher, Andrew Hudock, and the seasoned veteran of this league will be Amanda Hauser, finishing out this game for the blue team in the last at bat.
So Noah to lead things off. Just missed there on the first cut.
Noah finished out the bottom of the first inning. Noah's got some power.
Yes.
Outfield better be ready. There's a down
Chopper.
at third. Nice fielding play down there made by was number 38. That was who, Corey Porupski? And that's who it was, yeah. So Corey doing a nice job defensively down there at third base for the red team. Noah now at first base. That's going to bring up Brandon Murray. So Murray able to come up to bat for his second at bat. Brandon's up to bat. Brandon's kind of wavering around here. He doesn't realize he's up to bat. It's his turn in the lineup. So Brandon going to bat now. He's coming out to check out Brian and out here at the 10th, but really didn't realize he was up to bat this inning. So Brandon coming up to bat for his second time.
He wanted to come on for an interview then too, Tony.
I think he did, yeah. He didn't realize he was at bat this time.
Maybe we can get him afterwards. Brandon Murray.
Brandon with a swing. Got a piece of that, but not able to put it in play.
Old number there.
Another good cut. There's a shot. Back to Mike Quinn. Mike's going to throw it over to first, but that ball's going to get past Max Stash. So Brandon Murray going to be safe at first base.
Now you have Sophia Sains, coming to the plate.
So Sophia coming up. Sophia with a couple nice plays defensively that last inning. Sophia, nice cut there. Again, the girls seem to like that pink bat,
Yes,
Brian.
they do.
There's a foul ball. Almost put it in play.
Game close.
And there's a shot down the third baseline. And again, Corey Porupski making the play over there. Can he beat Noah Zidney to the bag at third? No. So Noah able to leg it out. So now bases loaded. And that's going to bring up Teresa Cavallero, number 45, with the bases loaded. Teresa sporting the sunglasses here on this beautiful Sunday afternoon.
Or if Mike Quinn's going to have to ice down that arm after the game, too.
There's a shot back to Mike. Nope. Going to go to second base.
One of the buddies trying to make the play there.
Jamie Basinger going to get it back into play. Noah Zitney going to score on that play.
Now Quentin.
So here comes Quentin Stratiff. Quentin coming to bat. Number 17. Quentin's been playing right field here defensively for the blue team.
He's pick out his bat.
Yeah. Seems to want the other one. They had one picked out for him. He's going to go with the War Club there.
Yes.
It's a big bat. Let's see what Quentin can do.
Just missed there on the first cut.
Big swing. There it is.
Yep. Hit on the ground here to shorts.
Whoa. Got great speed coming down to first base here, Quentin.
He's a runner.
No kidding. Quentin giving thumbs up to Mike Quinn. Got to imagine with that type of speed, Quentin's got to be in the Special Olympics running.
Yes. Mike Galino now at the plate. Excuse me, Mitchell Galino. Mitchell Prigg. Excuse me, Mitchell Prigg, then Mark Galino.
Here comes Mitchell. Mitchell talking to Coach Eckert. He's having a good time today.
Yes, he is.
Mitchell Prigg, everybody cheering for Mitchell.
There he goes. It just went foul.
Now they're calling him back. It went foul. Corey Porupski getting it back in play. Mitch getting ready to send it out to the outfielders. Everybody wants it hit to them.
You want to make a play on it.
Now he's setting ready. He's giving Mike Quinn compliments on those pitches. There it is. They're gonna
run that one out.
Yeah, he's gonna run it out.
His buddies Frank Kula.
Scoring on the play will be Sophia Sains.
Now we'll get Mark Galino at the plate.
Yep, so Mark coming in. Mark also a veteran of this league. Yeah. So Mark, number 41, coming in. Mark playing second base defensively for the blue team. Mark's going to go with the white bat.
Yes.
Looks like he got a hit in it, though.
Good miss there. You can tell he's warming up. Couple little practice chucks there, getting set to go. Almost got a piece of that one. And Mark a little nubber there.
Now they're going to give him another cut. It went foul. Mark getting set. Got a nice batting stance.
Yes.
There it is. Pop up to the infield. Can't be tracked down. Jamie Basinger is going to get it in. Mitchell Prigg's going to make it to second base with the help of Frank Kula.
Now Joey Moore coming to the plate.
So Mark Galino is going to drive in the run there. Teresa Cavallaro able to score on Mark's hit. So now here comes Joey Moore. Joey sporting the patriotic helmet.
Yes. Red, white, and blue.
Red, white, and blue going on.
Memorial Day weekend next weekend. Getting ready for that.
Yes, he is. We heard him say that no games next week, so these kids will be disappointed with the Memorial Day weekend, but I'm sure their families have a lot of stuff going on.
They will play every Sunday in June, weather permitting.
And it's really worth coming out and watching. I mean, the kids really enjoy the fans, and really it's heartwarming when you come out and watch this type of stuff.
I think the more people that come out, I think the more the kids get rewarded, certainly.
I agree.
By it as well.
Well, they enjoy being cheered on, no doubt about it. And we got a good crowd here today.
Oh, yeah. I saw the folks watching at home. Our Facebook Live video feed. Actually have some high school baseball tomorrow, Tony, on the air. Carmichael's taking on California. It'll be a 6:30 start. You'll join me for that game at 6:15 from Peters Township. Actually, our same crew today. Sarah's going to be behind the camera tomorrow as well.
Well, it's going to be interesting. Those teams both played each other this year in section play.
California swept the season series. Another hit there on the blue side, and safe at first is Joey Moore. That'll bring up Jeremiah Dillinger.
Jeremiah making his way to the plate, trotting in there, ready to go.
Pick out his bat.
So Jeremiah ready with a chance to drive in a couple runs here.
Just fouled that one off. A lot of participation, especially in this older age division, Tony.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. There's a shot.
18 guys batting on each side today, and a hard ground ball through on the left side there from Jeremiah.
Mitchell Prigg's going to score on that drive. And a shot there by Jeremiah Dillinger. Able to get it down the third baseline and drive in a run for his blue team.
I bring up Jaden Detweiler up next on the blue side.
Jaden coming to bat. Jaden a little hesitant to go, but she's going to make it in there. Mitchell Prigg coming in and giving everybody a high five. And here comes Jaden Detweiler coming to the plate. Jaden thinking about it.
Yeah. Should be followed by Jacob Wadsworth, Jacob Myers, Gary Painter, Eric Shaw, Charles Williams, Cameron Eicher, and Amanda Hauser to wrap up this bottom of the second. And now Jaden set to go.
Here comes Jaden. She just needs a little pep talk. So Jaden coming to bat.
Again, thanks to our video sponsors, Family Ties Home and Community Supports owner Nikki Trump, Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services, CEO Mike Quinn, and Edgar Snyder and Associates. Again, for more information on the Miracle League, you can email weallplayball@hotmail.com or visit miracleleaguepalh.org.
Jaden getting set. As you mentioned, Brian, she'll be followed by Jacob Wadsworth. Wadsworth, pretty nice looking first baseman out here for this blue team. Did a nice job defensively all day.
Yeah, saw him right in front of us.
There's Jaden with a shot down the first baseline.
And she'll motor her way down.
See, that pep talk did her good. Good for her.
Now up on the blue team, number 21, Jacob.
And I'll bring up Jacob Wadsworth.
Jacob, another fan favorite, too.
Yes.
Marky Galino scoring on that base hit by Jaden Detweiler. There's a good cut there from Jacob. A little inside pitch, yeah.
And a back away from that one.
Mike trying to get his share of the plate there.
Tell Mike's been working hard, a sweat on his back. Making him work hard today.
He's trying to hit a lot of bats today. That ball's going to stay fair, too.
A lot of
How does that happen?
On the line. I think we've seen more today than we've seen in probably 20 years of doing high school.
That's unbelievable.
Yep.
Maybe with that spin on the T-ball, I don't know. But, man, a lot of balls stay fair.
Jacob Myers now up.
Joey Moore scoring on that play. So Jacob Myers coming in number 20. Going to pick out his bat. So nice.
A couple more guys here for the blue team. After Jacob Myers, again, Gary Painter, Eric Shaw, Charles Williams, Cameron Eicher, and Amanda Hauser to wrap up our second of two games here at the Miracle League field at Everly Park.
I don't know. Gary's not taking our advice. He's in the on-deck circle with his hat and gloves on.
Yep.
He didn't. I thought he was going to change the way he went, you know. There's a nice
ball
hit.
Here to second. It'll get through into right field.
Johnny corrals that one. Johnny Tobine gets it in. Nice throw into home plate.
And now we'll have Gary Painter coming to the plate.
Gary Painter.
So he throws a little dirt on that bat.
He said that's the magic, man.
Yes.
I don't know, though. He's got his batting gloves on. He's got his. Oh, he took the gloves off. Okay. So let's see what he does here. He's going to get the dirt, put it on the bat. There he goes. He said that helps him hit.
Yes.
So if that works out, hey, whatever works.
He's ready. No gloves.
He wants to take Mike Quinn deep.
Took the first pitch inside from Mike for ball one. Now the 1-0. And Gary, hard chopper here on the left side and goes all the way into left field.
Nice play there by one of the buddies.
Gary 2 for 2 today.
Gary, 2 nice hits.
Yes.
That's what I said. We might have to pass that little trick on.
Yes.
Rubbing dirt on the bat like that. Jaden Detweiler scores on the play.
Eric Shaw, another blue player that can drive it deep.
Gets set. He always takes this. There's another hit. Solid into the outfield.
Yes. In the left field again. A lot of early offers here from the blue side. They're having success doing it. Now you'll have, this is going to be Della Mitchell. Yes, it will.
Yeah, Della was late when she wasn't highlighted when we first got the roster here, but yep.
Frank Cool is going to help her out.
And it's good to see these young kids get involved with this kind of stuff, too.
Yeah, all these kids have had fun out here today, whether the players playing or a lot of the volunteers. And we had both Frank Cool and Rodney Gallagher here from Laurel Highlands and a bunch of other volunteers, as well. I mentioned 70 players, 60 volunteers with the league this year. Gotta love the community supports.
Oh, it's great.
And lots of sponsors involved. Mentioned a charity golf outing coming up in September. They have an awards banquet after the season wraps up. They work with the Pony League World Series in Washington, have a National All-Star game. And even though they play for just 2 months out of the year, really a lot of events occur calendar-wide for this Miracle League of Laurel Highlands chapter.
And you got a lot of support. Like I said, it's just great for the kids all the way around. You can see how much they enjoy it.
Della Mitchell looking for a hit here on the blue side. Frank Cool is going to help her out a little bit.
Frank's going to help her. There she goes.
There you go, a little nubber on the far side, and now Della will make her way down to first. Blue team scores another run.
Another 2 runs, Gary.
Yep.
Ran through another stop sign there, man. What's up with that? He's going to get fined for not listening to the third base coach.
Then he'll get his wish, and the blue team will let him go, and he'll have to join the red team.
He's trying to get put on waivers.
Yes. He wants the red team to pick him up.
Yeah, this is true.
So that's his goal.
We'll have to ask him that after the game. I don't know. Ran through another stop sign. All right, coming up to bat now is Della Mitchell.
Nice, Charles Williams.
I'm sorry,
like
Charles Williams. I'm sorry. Yep, Della. Yep. I was blocked out there. I couldn't see.
Charles with a hit.
Charles.
It's going to stay fair, looks like. And Charles will get down to first.
Charles motoring. Good job there.
Cameron Eicher.
We've got Cameron, then Andrew Hudak.
Okay, Andrew's back too.
Yeah, Andrew batted the last time. He batted at the end. So he showed up just a little bit late, but he's in the lineup. So it'll be Andrew, and then, as we mentioned, the seasoned veteran Amanda Hauser will be finishing the game here for the blue team.
And Cameron repositioned a little bit.
Cam's buddy setting him up. Cam ready. Swung with the one hand, kind of dropped the bat there a little bit. He's giving it a go.
Yes, he is. Almost got a piece of that one.
Yeah, I think he'll get a hold of this one. Just missed. There it is. Again.
Cam makes way down to first.
Drives in Eric Shaw on the play.
And now Andrew Hudak coming to the plate.
So Andrew, who was the last batter in the first inning for the blue team, but now batting in his spot, being the next to last batter here in the bottom of the second. Amanda's not going to take a bat here? They're saying last one.
Might be.
So Amanda might forego her at bat. Andrew with a shot back to Mike Quinn. He's going to field it, but it goes into the outfield. Johnny Tobai going to throw it back in.
And Amanda will take her at bat.
I was going to say, she's not going to pass up on that at bat. She hasn't been in this league for 23 years to give up an at bat. No way. Scoring on that play was Della Mitchell. Now you've got Charles Williams at third, Cameron Eicher at second, and Andrew Hudak at first, with Amanda Hauser the final batter here for the blue team.
Again, have to thank our video sponsors today. Family Ties Home and Community Supports owner Nikki Trump, Chestnut Ridge Counseling Services CEO Mike Quinn, and Edgar Snyder and Associates, allowing us to bring the game to you. Again, don't forget the first annual Miracle League of PA Laurel Highlands Champions golf outing coming up September 24th at Duck Hollow Golf Club. And again, they'll have Miracle League games going on every Sunday in the month of June. So you can come on by the park from 1 to 3 for that. And again, for more information on the Miracle League, you can visit miracleleaguepalh.org. That's miracleleaguepalh.org, or email weallplayball@hotmail.com. Amanda Hauser takes the final at-bat of the game and gets a hit here, and she'll motor around Tony, get a home run to wrap up this contest. And certainly had a lot of fun, Tony, working with you here today.
Sure did, Brian. This was fantastic. One of those things where, you know what, we looked forward to this. We talked about this for about a month and a half and worked out splendidly, and I hope all the kids had a good time and hope they go back and watch the game and enjoy our call. Not sure how good I was, but I know you were, but
no.
you know.
Amanda's going to make her way around the base pass. She's over at second. Everybody else coming around for the home run to wrap this game up. Players will get together and shake hands. And a well-played game on both sides. Again, we had the younger age group earlier on today, and now the older kids getting together as well. Now they'll line up here for a final shake of the hands before we sign off.
All right, both teams, great job today.
And again, the Miracle League will return on the first Sunday in June. So if you get an opportunity, come on out to the Eberly Park for that game as well. The players will line up for a final salute. And Tony, your final thoughts here today?
It was a great Sunday afternoon, Brian. I enjoyed it immensely, and I really have to commend these kids. They came out and gave their all and played hard, and it was an enjoyable games to watch, both of them.
And again, thanks to Christine Eckert and everyone else for having us out here today. For Tony Hanula, Sarah Camp behind the camera, this is Brian Morozak saying enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and hopefully you enjoyed our presentation of the Miracle League of Laurel Highlands Champions game from Eberly Park. So long, everybody.